when all seemed lost, I found a truth. And I knew what I must become.
So Crystal Dynamics have announced they are doing a new Tomb Raider game, and hopefully a continuation of the prequel trilogy of Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And I'm recently, I played through Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and I've got a review out on my channel for that, so I'll tag that here on this video somewhere. These rebooted Tomb Raider games are some of my favourite rebooted games of all time. I'm a massive Tomb Raider fan. I started playing Tomb Raider back in the mid to late 90s. I started with Tomb Raider 2 because I saw it on Games Master, and I watched these people play through the China Wall level and the first Tibet level, and I was like, oh my god, this game looks amazing, I need to get it. And get it I did. I still remember going to Toys R Us and getting it with my dad, bringing it home, and just being in awe of the game. It became a game that I just played through again and again and again, and eventually when I got a little cheat book from the beginning of PlayStation magazines to see how many of you remember those, I used to put in the cheats so that I could skip the levels to get to the ones I want. If any of you know what I mean when I say screw 40 fathoms, you know what I mean. That level can go and suck all the donkey dick. But new Tomb Raider at the end, small spoiler I suppose for the end of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, it kind of lingers on a a painting of Lara, her father, her mother, a dinosaur for odd reasons, and a pyramid. I'm hoping that they go to Egypt and we get almost like a Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, so the Tomb Raider 4, original Tomb Raider 4 game. We get a retelling of that. I think that would be awesome, and hopefully she'll get her little backpack and she'll have dual pistols. That's the hope. I think we could leave the bow and arrow behind now. We have 3 games where it's mainly focused on stealth. I think with this new Tomb Raider, it would be a lot better, in my opinion, if they focused more on, I don't know, just action, solving puzzles, more kick-ass, more action. I think it would be cool if Lara could, I don't know, pull off some more martial arts style kicks or fighting skills and attacks, just to make her a lot more kick-ass, you know. So she's evolved. She's preparing herself to deal with any eventuality. And yeah, I just hope we get some cool Egypt action. And then maybe, hopefully, if this one is, you know, as good and hopefully better than the others in the sequels, we can get some like hopping. Like, I'd love to have a retelling of Tomb Raider 2 for the dagger from China, or even Tomb Raider 3, where she's going all over the world, you know, like to London for the River Thames, or going to an island inhabited by cannibals and dinosaurs. I think it would be really cool if we branched that way and went a little bit more action orientated. Keep the stealth in it, absolutely, and all the climbing skills and all that kind of stuff that Lara's gained through her prequel trilogy, yes. But at the same time, they can't keep doing the same thing over and over again, because that's the kind of thing that leads to monotony and just people getting bored. But I don't know, am I on my own here thinking that Lara needs to be more kick-ass? Now, I don't mean that in a way that I don't think she is kick-ass. I think her character progression from the rebooted Tomb Raider up through Shadow of the Tomb Raider is really, really good. She's obviously dealing with a lot of daddy issues, and she's also unsure of how, you know, what she should do, and she just keeps pressing on, and she keeps trying to always do the right thing and yet sometimes do the wrong thing. But I think now she needs to just be, she should hopefully be older, you know, maybe 5-10 years, a little bit older, just a lot more confident, a lot more just a lot more sure in what she's doing. But I hope it is Egypt, because I think because they're working with a new engine for the game, and with obviously the next gen and all that, hopefully we get some, I think Egypt would look gorgeous. Of course, you can have oasis areas strewn about, kind of like Assassin's Creed Origins, you know, so you can still have the palm trees, and you still have, you know, greenery and shrubbery and stuff, but have a lot of sand and the tombs and the pyramids and other Egyptian tombs. I think that would be so cool. And maybe even having dinosaurs in it, or she finds a world underneath which is still sand orientated, because we have a lot of forest. We had obviously the island in the first Tomb Raider game, and we had snow and all that stuff in Rise of the Tomb Raider, but still a lot of forestation, and we had a lot of a lot of jungle when she's stuck in Peru in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But hopefully with this new Tomb Raider, not the whole trilogy if they're doing a trilogy, but just with this new one, we go to a desert, just go to Egypt. I think that would be a lot better. Doesn't necessarily have to be Egypt, but Egypt has a lot of history, obviously, with the ancient Egyptians and stuff, so that would be really cool to explore. But anyway, that's just what I think. I just wanted to make a video putting my opinion out there and seeing if any of you guys feel the same. Please let me know in the comments if you do, or what you'd like to see in this new Tomb Raider game, or even if you haven't played any of the other Tomb Raiders, just let me know. They are so good. All three of them are definitely worth picking up and playing through in order if you can. The first one is obviously the more aged of the three. Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider are like really good, very, very good graphically and in terms of the gameplay, whereas the first game, it was the first one. There's, you know, quick time events and all that kind of jazz. But overall, a fantastic trilogy. But thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.